Welcome back to Season 7, Episode 4 of Atelier 1121 Podcast. I'm your host, Ontavia Roulette, and I am so excited to introduce you to YuChen Han, a fashion designer based in New York with a Chinese background who has transformed the puzzle pieces of his life into the most futuristic, awesome, breathtaking collection and fashion house that I have seen in a very long time. I came across him during New York Fashion Week, and I was lucky enough to be invited to his showroom in Union Square to see his work in person. This episode will be a little bit different, and I really hope that you enjoy it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is YuChen Han from ALIENANT. My first question to you is it higher, H-Y-E-R, bone? Higher in Venom, the bone, the shoes?
Mm-hmm.
Is it H-Y-E-R, higher? How do you pronounce it? The white ones?
Hyper.
Hyper.
Yes.
What was your inspiration, and is it the flying car?
About this inspiration, this is a collaboration we did with designer. His brand is called Dara.
Mm-hmm.
So the inspiration for this shoes is kind of like the bone for the shoes because it looks like a bone. Yes, it's not about the cars.
No, it's not about the flying
but
car?
it's all about like futuristic and 3D like structures. Like look at this. This is kind of like what's the word?
Honeycomb.
Yeah, something like that.
The creation of the logo, how long did it take you to get there, and what was the inspiration?
God, I need to show you this. So for the logo, it's very interesting because our brand name is called Alien, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's double A.
Mm-hmm.
So let me show you. Basically, I love alien like stuff. So I love UFOs. Let me show you the process. Look. I think it just take me like 1 hour, not even 1 hour. So I was starting from play with a double A, and somehow it goes to here. I feel like, that's interesting. Looks like a star, and looks like a UFO. And then I go, and here we go. And I have different versions. And after all, I just like this one.
It's beautiful.
Yes.
The Lin Ning runway show at the airport tarp.
Yes.
How long did it take you to prepare for that, and how long did it take to record it? Was it a very long runway show?
And to be honest, I wasn't there because,
No.
yes, in China, I was in the US.
Okay.
So basically, we did this collaboration for like a long time. I guess it's like 4 months. So we design the collection, we make tag packs, we make samples back and forth, and then we put it on the runway show. So the runway show is amazing because that's a big brand.
Yeah.
Li-Ning is kind of like Nike in America. So it's very big, so they ran this like whole, what's the word? Airport.
Yeah.
And they bought like 2 big planes for the models to
When I saw it, I was like, oh
walk out.
my God.
Yes, so that's how it happens. And the theme for that show is called Flying to the Sky somehow. So that's why I designed this flying car for them. And then this mini collection is kind of like a design for the drivers of that car.
Okay,
Yes.
that makes sense. How have you grown as a designer since your very first, let's say, your graduation collection until now? Where have you seen the growth mostly?
Rest in the growth. I guess after I graduated from my master's degree, and I guess it's 2022 because on 2020 we established this brand on 2019. But after that, I did our first runway show in 2020 in New York Fashion Week. It's such a huge success. It's like this. As you can see, it's more like about couture textile. It's more about high fashion. But after that, 1 week later, COVID is coming.
Right.
So we just suspended for 2 years. And at that point, I was having a depression. So this whole collection is talking about depression, as you can see, because it has so many glitch and stuff. It's just I want to find beauty in the depressions because we want to find beauty in the imperfections, something like that. So after 2 years, I feel like I'm ready because the world is ready, And by that time, I won the prize. It's called the U prize. That's a trophy, and that's a very amazing prize. I mean, because as LVMH prize, Atom prize, they all have the amazing committees on there, and the U prize share the same thing. So it's very amazing to meet all these judges and won the prize. And after the prize, we got the opportunity to collaborate with UGG. So we did this amazing collaboration. It sells a lot and it's limited quantity. And after this, we collaborate with Li-Ning. So after this two like commercial collaborate, we're thinking about maybe it's time to get into a commercial world from this more high fashion world. So that's our first collections background.
So going from high fashion into would you consider it streetwear, or how would you define it?
I would.
Did you want to do that? Was that something that you were excited about, or do you miss the high fashion?
I mean, somehow it's all Renaissance. I mean, it's all by me. So I'm just saying this is kind of like a developing how should I say, stage. You have to grow somehow, because as a designer, you express yourself, use this for very high fashion collection, but somehow it cannot be worn daily. But when you move into a commercial space, you have to make money. You have to sell the product. People want your product.
Yeah, they
so
do.
You have to make a commercial.
Yeah.
So that's how we move from the high fashion to a high fashion streetwear.
Thank you for that, because I struggle with moving out of high fashion myself.
Yes,
my runway shows are all high fashion, and I get my customers saying, we want more individual streetwear pieces, and I'm like, that transition is foreign to me, and a lot of people request menswear, and I only do women's wear, so it's like there's some learning here, so when it comes to going from high fashion to the commercial and streetwear, what was the biggest change for you?
Biggest change, I guess, because we're all designers. I don't know your background, if you have marketing and stuff, but for me, I don't have marketing background, but I've do some programs in my MFA when I was there. I did some fashion marketing, but still I'm not a fashion marketing major.
Right.
So I think the biggest challenge is that how you can balance creativity with commercial stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the big challenge. You always have to learn.
Tell me about the glitch and how it coincides with your mission statement.
Yes. Did you say our newest one?
Your newest mission statement, is it there today?
Yeah.
Then yes.
Okay. Then glitch. So our design keyword is glitch. The reason why I create this glitch is because back to 2019, when I created this brand, I created the glitch itself. Because as you know, I went to a Master of Fine Arts degree. So you have to you have to explore your identity.
Right.
So my identity is gonna be glitch. The reason why I'm doing that is because in my childhood I was abused. In my master degree, I was depressed. So basically there has two very big pain for me. So I always say something imperfect in my life, but somehow I want to celebrate them.
Right.
And I get power from them.
And transform it.
Yes, because I feel power when I was in my childhood. For example, when I was abused by my father in my childhood, I always has this dream every time when I wake up. So it's just there has a very, very tiny ant with a very big rest on its back in the white mist. Every time when I wake up, I have to go through that dream. So it's kind of the pressure for me to face the reality. But Lady Gaga's debut that really saved me. I mean, her music, her fashion style is so powerful.
Yeah.
So that's where I get inspired and get empowered. So from that point, I was saying I have to have a fashion brand to save the people who just like me.
Yeah.
Because I was empowered, so I want to re-empower people.
Yeah.
So that's a start. So back to my MFA again. So connected with the depression and the abuse from my childhood. So that's why I decided to do the glitch. Because the glitch just means find beauty in imperfection. And also right now it's represent a rift in time. It's kind of like a portal to get into another dimension.
Right.
Because I don't know if you know about enlightenment. So at the end of last year, I got enlightened, and I finally pieced together all my glitch puzzle.
Okay.
So after that, I feel like, okay, everything is cleared. All my question is answered about my whole life. I know why I'm doing the glitch, because I'm trying to put my glitch together and see the bigger picture.
The puzzle pieces.
Yes. That's why I'm saying every people has their own life puzzle pieces.
Right.
It's just you never know when you're gonna put them together. So our philosophy of the brand is just encourage people to see the beauty of the imperfection of their life, see the fragments of their life and celebrate them, because you never know, and you will know it's the best treasure of your life. No matter it's the beauty or it's the treasure. Because if there has no pain, there gonna be no
growth.
Yes, and also beauty. You have for the world, you always have to see the black to see the white. It's
Duality.
Just like that. So that's the whole philosophy of the glitch.
The Liberty drape skirt concept
Yes.
and creation. Can you tell me about that?
Basically, we only have that one drape dress. We have what we're doing right now is ready to wear, right? But still, I want to have some very feminine stuff in there. So this is the only dress we did draping. But we start from New York, and I inspired from New York. So but I never been to Statue of Liberty. So that's why I want to say maybe we have to create this look for the Statue of Liberty. Yes, that's how it goes.
Does your brand mourn or celebrate the future? You see a lot of futuristic pieces and things within your brand. Are they optimistic about the futures? With the doomsday clock literally being up the street, are you pushing against the negativity about the future?
What is the boom you're talking about?
The doomsday clock? The clock that's down the street that has the countdown.
I know.
Yeah,
that's for the environmental stuff.
Right.
Yes.
Is this brand showing optimism about the future, or it's a very futuristic? It's so far ahead of its time. What is your vision of the future? Because a lot of designers make concepts and designs about now, but a lot of them look into the future. So where are you with that, and what are your visions of the future in regards to your brand?
Yes, so when you're talking about the future, it's something in my blood. When I was young, I always loved technology. I love sci-fi movies. And the reason why I call this brand called ALIENANT, not only I feel like an alien, but also I feel like I am an alien somehow. And I just realized maybe I am. So, I don't know, it's just in my blood for the futuristic stuff. And also, I somehow, I feel like I'm not satisfied with the world we are living in right now. I'm not saying it's negative. I'm just saying it can be better.
Yeah.
So, both on the, the stuff we are looking at, also on another level, it's about our conscious and existence, the way of how we existence. So it's just I love everything about future. So maybe I'm fantasize the future. So this is a way to build the future. Yeah. Because there's a quote. What's the quote? The best way to predict future is to build them. Right?
Yeah.
It's just like that. So this brand is kind of approach for me to see my own future and to bring this future to the whole world. Something like that.
Why do you call your collection wearable defense mechanisms?
Yes, so that's the point. So basically, my story, right, already. So when I was young, I was empowered, right? So I feel like fashion has this power that nothing else can compare.
Yeah.
So when you wear clothes, you feel warm. You feel cool.
Safe.
Yeah, but you want to feel warm in just a very basic function. But right now people looking for something else in the clothes. For example, you feel, like you said, you feel safe, you feel powerful. That's what I'm saying. When you wear my clothes, you will feel the power who just empower you. No matter you feel like you are a loser or something, when you put the clothes on, you are another person. Something like that. That's how I've been through in my childhood.
How does your transparent design aesthetics translate, and what does it represent?
Sorry, pardon?
The transparent parts of your designs. You mentioned it in another interview from a prize that you won.
Yes.
The glitch, the transparency. How does that translate, and what does it mean and represent in your brand?
Transparency. There don't have much meaning in the transparency. But I think it's just some aesthetic. Of my own, because we were just literally talking about this with Ermac. We were talking about maybe we have to point a certain color for the brand, but we were talking about green, we're talking about orange, but I was saying for me, I like white, I like transparent, so I guess that's why.
Okay.
And also I love to take apart of stuff. For example, the cars, I always take apart the cars and also some other atoms. So I guess I like to see stuff to their essence. So that's why I love transparency. Even for myself, I always talk the truth. I don't even have to lie because I only want to talk about the essence for everything.
Okay.
I guess that's why.
The casting for your most recent video was sublime. Bald guy, the fighting, the scars.
The new collection, right?
Yes, it was so good. The casting for it. Did you do the casting personally, or did you bring someone in for it? Because I felt like the models really translated the alien, futuristic.
You mean the model casting, right?
The casting, yeah.
Yeah, it's all by me. So basically, it's very struggle to find models because we have a very, very, very limited time at that point. So I just contact all the agencies. I mean, these models are all not our first try somehow, but time by time, it's just like it's happened. After all, we eventually find the best fit. I feel like it's just like spontaneously find them, but a very good way. It just happens naturally. It doesn't mean it's just like
so good.
The universe helping us. What time is it?
Almost 4.
Because I have an interview.
I understand. Yeah, go
but
ahead.
we can go after the interview. You can take a look at
I'm
this.
going to look at the garments.
Yes. What time is it right now?
It's 4. Do your thing. I think it's 4 o'clock. It's 3:59.
Oh, okay. I have to go for now, and I'll.
We unfortunately will stop the recording of this episode here. But if you head over to YouTube, you will see in this forwarded section the behind the scenes of YuChen Han's showroom and studio, where he has shared the process of making his bags, his previous collection. I was introduced to his teammates and shown the process of his creation of the ALIENANT fashion house. If you like this episode or you want to learn more, please head over to @ALIENANT_official on Instagram, and please check out his website to see all of his work. Check out his YouTube channel to see the U Award that he won in order to have a beautiful collaboration with the UGGs brand. It was such an honor to talk to YuChen Han. If you would like to know more, please follow this podcast at Atelier 1121 Podcast on Instagram. Your host, at Ontavia Roulette. And please make sure you follow ALIENANT. He may be the next McQueen. And no, I'm not exaggerating. The talent, the fluidness, the structures, the colors, and just the concept and story in a whole is curated so beautifully. I cannot wait to see what YuChen does next. It was such an honor to meet him and his team. Please enjoy the rest of the episode on YouTube. And if you are a fashion designer or artist that would like to be on Atelier 1121 podcast, please email me at rouletteont@gmail.com. Thanks for watching and have a great evening.
So this is our brand book. This is the editorial that we have.
2020 SS 24?
23.
23.
Yeah, and let me know if you want to stop and take a look. But basically, this is the latest collection, which we also have on the racks. So all our designs include our iconic glitch, which you can, if you take a look, you can see it in all the garments. Here's the glitch again.
The maxi, yeah.
So we have both menswear and women's wear, or you can even consider it like unisex. We have denim pieces also, but our most loved garments are, I guess, cargo pants.
The U Award, right? What was it, 22?
This is 22. Because I know
she's gonna start working on this today.
she's been working on the U bags, so we haven't gotten to those yet. That was the old set of intern.
It's from China. It's kind of like
Li-Ning is the big athletic brand.
yes, it's kind of like Nike in America.
Yes.
Imagine
And
right
this
now.
makes me so happy seeing
Really?
this. Yes.
Yes, I mean,
So
that's it.
I'm listening. Okay, yeah. So we kind of like bend them that way, and sometimes it comes off cleanly, and we just pull like that. But then sometimes in the corners, you take this tool, and then you kind of squeeze it like that, and then like that, and you can like pop it out.
We can
Action.
make like treat the days like into 2 days or 1 day somehow. But I guess it's more like project based because you're not sitting here and making some like works. I want you to be more creative. If that's